You ever get that feeling where your shop is just humming? Not the machines, but the potential? I walked in this morning and the smell of cedar hit me like a physical handshake. It's June 3rd, 2026. And if you haven't made something yet today, we're going to fix that.
A physical handshake? Tiger, that's just the allergies talking. But I like the energy. It's officially the midweek pulse check here at the TigerDen Daily. We've got a lot on the bench today. Heavy-duty demo tools, the secret to high-end joinery, and apparently, how to fly across the world to build a small city.
Life moves fast when you're swinging a hammer. Speaking of heavy hits, have you seen the new Milwaukee M18 Fuel Striker?
The cordless hammer chisel? I saw the specs. It looks like it wants to eat concrete for breakfast.
It's more like a surgical sledgehammer. I remember back in my early days, I had to chip out a channel in a basement floor with a corded demo hammer that felt like it was trying to vibrate my skeleton out of my skin. I was tethered to a wall, tripping over a yellow extension cord, and the dust, it was like breathing in a dry beach. This striker, no cord to catch your boot, and it hits with this focused, rhythmic punch that doesn't leave your forearms feeling like jelly by noon.
Look at you, getting excited about demolition. I thought you were the measure twice, cut once precision guy.
You got to clear the old junk to make room for the art, Alex. But since you mentioned precision, let's talk about the small stuff. Bill Howes over at Fine Woodworking just put out a piece on custom gouge handles that really hit home for me. Most guys buy a chisel and just accept the plastic or generic ash handle it comes with. It's like buying a custom suit and wearing flip-flops. Bill's idea of turning your own handles, using different wood species for different sizes, it's genius. I've reached into my tool drawer 1,000 times and grabbed a 1/4-inch gouge when I wanted a 1/2 inch just because they look identical from the top.
So you're saying I should make my handles look like a bag of Skittles so I don't poke the wrong hole?
Well, maybe not neon purple, but a dark walnut handle for your roughing gouge and a light maple for the detail work means your brain doesn't have to hunt. It's about removing the friction between your hand and the wood. And if you're doing the Tools and Shops 2026 drawer units, you need that focus. Those tenon joints.
Oh, here we go. The legendary tenon.
It's the soul of the cabinet, Alex. If that tenon is loose, you're not building an heirloom, you're building a future rattle. That's why we're seeing these new tenon joinery tool close-ups. It's about getting that fit so tight you hear a whoosh of air escaping when you push the joint together.
Okay, I'll give you the whoosh factor. That is satisfying. But let's shift gears from the wood shop to the welding booth. The AWS Welding Journal is out, and it sounds like the industry is going through a massive overhaul. Certification is the new gold, right?
It truly is. If you're a welder and you aren't looking at your CWI, your certified welding inspector papers, you're leaving a mountain of money on the table. Infrastructure is booming, and they need people who can prove the bridge isn't going to fall down.
You mentioned something about hybrid training. VR simulation for welding? Isn't that like trying to learn how to swim in a bathtub?
You'd be surprised. Back when I learned, you just burned through rods and wasted expensive plate steel until you stopped making bird poop welds. Now these VR setups track your arc consistency down to the millimeter. It's like a video game where the high score is a 6-figure salary. And for the old guard, they're even accepting digital twin modeling for recertification now. It's a brave new world for the spark chasers.
It sounds efficient, but I bet it lacks that singed eyebrow smell you love so much.
There's no substitute for the heat, I'll give you that. But speaking of heat, let's talk about the maker to mogul fire. I was reading the Side Hustle Nation updates, and they're preaching something I've lived the hard way.
Don't just sell the product, sell the process. I've seen that headline everywhere. What does it actually mean for someone sitting in their garage right now?
It means stop trading your time for a flat fee. I spent years making one coffee table at a time. If I didn't saw, I didn't eat. That's a trap. A maker mogul takes the scraps from that table and turns them into DIY birdhouse kits for kids. Or they film the process and sell the plans. You build the thing once, but you sell the knowledge of the thing 1,000 times.
It's the value ladder. I noticed you've been niching down lately too. You aren't just Tiger the woodworker anymore.
Exactly. If you're a general woodworker, you're competing with IKEA. But if you're the high-end storage specialist for hand tool enthusiasts, you're the only person in the world who does what you do. You can name your price. It's about finding that tiny corner of the market and becoming the king of it.
I like that. King of the corner. It sounds less lonely. Now we have to talk about this guy who flew to another country and built 42 luxury homes. That sounds like a fever dream.
It sounds like a logistical nightmare, doesn't it? But the secret wasn't magic, it was civil rabine construction.
Civil Rabin? Sounds like a brand of cough medicine.
Close. It's a system of standardized foundation and framing hacks. It's about creating a template that's so bulletproof you can scale it up without losing your mind. This maker didn't just go over there and start swinging a hammer, he brought a system. That's how you build 42 homes without aging 42 years in the process.
Speaking of systems, I'm actually more interested in the Gutter Summit. Ashley Garber talking about permanent holiday lights. That's the most suburban dad thing we've ever covered, and I'm strangely here for it.
Listen, if I never have to climb a shaky ladder in a snowstorm to hang tangled lights again, I'll call it a win. Integrating the lighting into the gutter installation? That's work once, enjoy forever. It's the ultimate DIY mastery. You're improving the bones of the house and the aesthetics at the same time.
Plus, you get to be the person on the block with the coolest house with zero effort every December.
Efficiency is just a fancy word for being strategically lazy.
All right, Tiger, we've covered a lot. From the physical handshake of cedar to VR welding and building empires in foreign lands. What's the one thing people should take to the shop with them today?
I think it's this. Whether you're welding a beam or turning a handle, don't just look at the tool,